What's up, guys? Welcome to BFR Tuesday, where I answer questions regarding blood flow restriction training and for performance rehab, whatever kind of comes up. So if you have any questions, you can throw them in the chat section. Just type your message and I'd be sure to answer it. So I'll give everybody a second to kind of settle in and let me know what you got for me today. Probably 8 to 12 weeks. Hypertrophy phase, you might do 8 weeks. Depends on what your year looks like. Everybody's a little bit different. Every 6 to 8 weeks, though, or so, you should probably change up what you're doing. But I do like kind of having a year schedule. So you kind of look at the year, and if, let's say you're like a skier, like you want to go downhill skiing, then use that as your season per se, and then you build up to the season. Let's say you like hiking. Hiking is your then season, and you use that as in season, and then you do stuff for preseason, postseason, strength phase, hypertrophy phase, and then you're constantly trying to change and adapt. That way things are staying fresh and your body is being challenged, and you don't get bored as well. You are welcome, Steve. Any other questions out there today? All right, one thing I did want to discuss, if I don't have any other questions, is making sure that when you're putting the cuffs on, that you have them as tight as possible before inflating or trying to find your limb occlusion pressure. So let me show you. It's probably the biggest error that I see with trying to find your limb occlusion pressure or having to do too much pressure, which can be uncomfortable. So I got my cuff on. I got my cuff and slide it on my arm. I'm going to bring it up as high as I can. If you notice, I have the little valve facing forward, so it's easy for me to connect the pump. And then I'm going to tighten this as much as I can. Okay. Prior to inflation. So I've got it up as high as I can, and I've got this facing forward, and it's tight. Like I can't even get one finger in there. If you can get more than one finger in there, like you can get 2 fingers underneath the cuff, then it's too loose. And what the pump then has to do is it has to pump it up more than what it should in order to occlude the artery. And so you won't get a good, accurate limb occlusion pressure, and it'll be a lot of pressure. It'll be really uncomfortable. I find this mostly in the lower extremity. So make sure it's nice and tight before you start to inflate. Other than that, that's all I've got today. That's a common question that I get. And so thanks so much for joining. If there's no other questions, I will see you next week. Thanks so much. Bye for now.